This is a short video tutorial of how to bleed the air and recharge your fluid into a closed loop pumping station. Now this is for solar water heating, not just a standard pump. This is a pumping station, so the system's actually got glycol or a water-based solution inside. It's not your drinking water that's been pumped around. So here is a cover on this. I've just taken the cover off. I've got the solar controller, which is normally adjacent here. Now what you can do, a lot of these will have a plug and a socket off the pump, so you could unplug that and plug it into an extension lead. Then you can control the pump to bleed. Anyway, first thing you want to do, you've got an inlet point here at the bottom. There's also another inlet point here. This one's preferred if you can't get to it. So what you want to do, take that off, put a hose barb on there and do that up nice and tight. Then you want to run your hose out. We're just going to use standard water to recharge this. You want to run your hose out from your tap, and you want to run the water through the hose to get all air out of the hose, and obviously turn it off, plug it in here, put a bit of pressure on, and then you just control it through this valve. So turn the hose off, and then what you can do, start up your pump. And you'll see in this here, there's a little P in here, and the flow will start here, and you'll see this P rise, should be up to about 4 litres per minute. And then just start, well, you've got your hose running, and then just turn this valve and let the water start filling this. You'll see the gauge start to come up, and you want to take it to just above 2 bar. Once it's above 2 bar, just let it keep circulating for, well, for a few minutes really. And what this is an air accumulator. This will catch any air. There's a series of fins inside here. So then this is the bleed point. So there's a little screw, flat blade inside there. You want to put your screwdriver in there and just turn it counterclock. And you'll hear, I would normally put a cup or something. It could be hot if you're doing it during the day. Then just open that. And you hear that. So there's all that air coming out of there. So just get all of that air out. Then you'll see you're starting to get fluid. Keep it pumping and just let it circulate for, I don't know, 5 minutes. Just keep going and it will capture any air. Then what you want to do is turn it off. So unplug the pump or turn off the controller, whichever way. And let that air just settle out in the system. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes, maybe we go and check the roof, give the panels a bit of a clean, check for any leaks or weeps on the roof. Also check for any weeps around any of these fittings, because we don't want A, fluid leaking out, and B, air getting in. Once that's settled, and then any air bubbles would have combined, generally in the highest point of the panel, then turn the pump on again, and you might hear a few slugs of air coming out. If you've had and then just bleed this valve, keep bleeding it till you've got clear, or till you've got fluid running like that. If it's got a very big slug of air, sometimes in the pump can get an airlock in here. So if you get an airlock, what you can do is make sure the pump's going, and then just turn this counterclockwise, the screw on the end. Not a lot, you don't want to wind it right out, and you'll see fluid start to flow. Now that's just putting fluid around the rotor of the pump. And once it's all done, should be able to run the pump, leave it on about 2 bar, take a photo of that to record it. This is temperature up to the roof and back from the roof, and then you should see this flowing here, and really that's it. Make sure there's no weeps once you've bled the pressure and got the pressure up to around 2 bar. Yeah, check all your other fittings in the cylinder, and that's really that's charged. Put your cover back on, make sure everything's done up. Take this cap off, put the plug, the cap back on, and that's it.